Hello everyone, so a new video dropped by Nightmare Expo by the title of Mysteries in Online Video Games. A few hours ago, let's check it out. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Alright. Oh, I love this opening. Oh my god, what the fuck? Yes. Okay. I can feel the love already.
An obscure online video game. What is it?
VR
Some
chat?
might
Oh
consider it
god,
an
what the
anomaly.
fuck is this?
A game so far out of ordinary conventions that they're left ripe for urban legends, conspiracies, and rumors. But what makes an obscure video game? How does it differ from your Silent Hill or your Call of Duty? And across the internet,
Oh, Reagan,
how is one
Black
able
Ops. Is this Transit? Yeah, this is Transit. Holy
to
shit.
find them? Since the dawn of gaming, the medium of the home video game has had its fair share of outliers. Throughout your day-to-day, you might not see it, but it seems that almost every few years, a game breaks the fourth wall and melts with the realm of obscurity.
Okay.
The thing is, some of these are wrapped up in real-world mystery and seem to break the overarching meta that accompanies gaming entirely.
Jesus Christ.
You see, video games are meant to be an escape from reality, a window into a world opposite the monotony of our day-to-day lives.
Holy shit.
It's when we get the outliers like Sad Satan.
Sorry. Insurance fraud. Sorry. 3, 2, 1, go.
That led people to real-life prison sentences, or video games tied to cults like Kanye Quest that are still mostly
Oh,
unsolved
Kanye Quest.
when we
Holy shit.
obtain this special blend of
I
two
heard there is a new game like it. Exactly like it.
vastly differing mediums that I love so very much.
And it didn't have any connection to internet too, so it was fake.
Gaming. And a damn good mystery. A gaming mystery, if you will.
Okay.
Mysteries in online video games.
Let's see. Which one? There's so many. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? The dinosaur.
Welcome to Schnell Online. A barren black and white social MMO heavily resembling the fabled worlds.com. A game that seemingly doesn't exist on the modern ClearNet. And a game that, according to the export of 4chan, is not at all what it seems. As we can see, visually, Schnell is surreal. With obscure and seemingly unrecognizable avatars, the game straight out of the gate is off-putting. Olvin W is our player's alias, and they appear to be chatting with someone called the Dinosaur. As their conversation progresses, we're able to notice small details around them devolve into peculiarity, like that tips window on the left side, which begins to state some pretty abrasive vernacular. You're fucking sick. You're a freak, Jesus Christ. Boy, if I didn't know you, then I didn't know you. Ah ha 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 ha.
Huh.
A few moments later, these are followed by an apology, but it's still strange. Anyway, this snippet of gameplay is just a small piece of the puzzle, as this game's gained attention for other reasons.
Okay. Like what?
On the 4th of September 2018, at around 7:50 in the morning, an anon would grace the export of 4chan, inquiring about Schnell Online. Their post about it reads the following. Hi X. I was recently on one of those conspiracy iceberg threads and I came across a user mentioning a game based on the dark web called Schnell Online. This game is supposedly used by on the darknet. The user provided a screenshot of the game, and this game has no other appearances online. The screenshot provides a ClearNet link. Proceeding to this link will take you to a basic web page with a download link for a game called Carcass. It's 14 megabytes, and I'm supposed to download. Any of you losers want to give it a shot?
Maybe use a VPN, and for sure in like a VM virtual machine, not on your own computer. I wouldn't.
Carcass, huh? A bit forward for an obscure game, but my interest is piqued. Heading to the link in the reference screenshot brings us to the profile of an Ulven on itch.io. Interesting, considering that the Schnell player's name was Ulven. If we take a look around, we can notice that the Carcass page is strangely devoid of any details or graphics. Much like Schnell, it's barren, merely leaving us with hints about what we're looking at. Like
2 5-star ratings, okay.
Tags.
2D black, kill, murder.
Kill. Murder.
And why?
In white.
What? Okay, this is so weird. Come on. Yes. The fuck is... Are those house... Oh, their faces. The screen...
This doesn't look like Schnell at all.
It's
but it's a good starting point. If we head back to 4chan, we can observe that another user mentioned a Reddit thread that was posted in 2016. It references an obscurity chart that supposedly has some unfindable games. And in that list, we can see 6 of them, with just 2 that have seemingly never been found. Classic game.
Oh, okay, this is getting crazy.
Interestingly,
where is it then?
A Redditor named Tyler Dirt had commented on this thread, linking to 2 gameplay videos that were from this list. That of a 14 questions and twice-fold ampersands.
Okay. What? That's not it. But black and white there is a thing. What the fuck?
Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea what the hell's even going on here.
I don't know either.
Curiously, these videos were both uploaded by a YouTuber named Saint, and after checking his other videos out, they appear to have a knack for playing old, obscure point-and-click video games. And that's what most of their video library consists of. Games that are bizarre, eerie, and surreal. Heading to their
What?
YouTube About section reveals their social links, and clicking on their Twitter profile reveals, lo and behold, the real identity of Saint. Ulven W. So what does this tell us?
Saint Timmy.
Well, not much, besides the possibility that they most likely created these games. Considering their itch.io page, it's safe to assume
like
that they're an
Pepscop.
indie developer and have quite the catalog. Curiously too, if we take his full name and paste it into a Google search, we're able to find a 2016 upload of that same Schnell gameplay, unlisted, on the same channel. Their description claims that it was slated to release early 2017. However, as that date came and went, Saint had been radio silent about it. It appeared that they moved on from it entirely, continuing their upload schedule.
Why did you
as if
just
the concept of Schnell
email him
had
or
never
something?
Existed.
Because okay, Nightmare Expo is famous. So if he emails this man and says, "Oh, can I have access for like a maybe like just a review or like a preview of the game to check it out for the channel? Will you give me it?" Bro.
Now, Schnell's been on my radar for the better part of a year or 2. Barring the 4chan rumors about it, the game's highly intriguing
Jesus,
by itself. It looks creepy as hell, and I really wanted to get to the bottom of this to find out if it actually exists. With that being said, I decided to track down and contact Saint to see if he had any input.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting a response, but it was worth a shot.
Oh, please.
My questions to him were as follows. 1. Was Schnell ever released? And if so, is it still up? And 2. It seems that twice-fold ampersands is enveloped in vagueness. Is this somehow connected to Schnell?
Okay.
And surprisingly, about
From the
an hour
Reddit
later,
thread.
I received the following response.
Oh my god, yes.
Schnell Online was conceptualized in 2014 following a conversation with an individual who I shall refrain from naming. We were originally going to call it Lemuria. It was depopulated on January 30th of 2017. Not much is known about the community, even to myself. I was never in contact with much of the regulars, and most of them left without saying anything. If you want to know more, you would have to talk to Q. They were often seen on Traveler, another 3D chat program.
Oh my god. Okay, this is getting crazy. Like now it's like another rabbit hole he's going to go in.
Schnell was a homage to those.
I bet he's
that
going.
left
Please
Traveler
do.
sometime in 2015. I'm not sure what they're doing now. Here's some old footage of Lemuria in development. It changed a lot afterwards, but I'm hesitant to show any footage of it now, especially since I'd have to put the servers back up and everything. Interesting.
Traveler Consumer. Oh, he got it. He got the game. Oh, this is another game. Your own with other people in 3D avatar. Huh. Yes. Bruh, what the fuck is this? Server traveler community direct. Digital space traveler. Okay, that's like some Among Us weirdness. To the harbor. It's still better than Shadowlands, whatever it is. Unable to access file. Oh, the server is off.
That my optimism's gotten the better of me, because if I'm being completely honest, it seems that this game is offline. And after scouring the internet about it, it's been down for a while.
Fuck.
That's not to say that this Q person isn't real though, because curiously, I found mentions of them dating all the way back to 2014. In December of that year, a Redditor named Boxcar Jakey managed to find Q by complete accident. They were
Murder
reportedly
dog,
the
goddamn.
only other player on Traveler back then, and Jakey found it strange that they were just lurking there, alone. It seemed almost like that Vinesauce Active Worlds creepypasta that happened a few years ago, but this one was real.
What's with this background? The background is so pixelated and it's like a very calming lake, but again, it's like so... It's adds some kind of like terrifying comfort to it.
This video documents their
Digital
interaction.
space conversation.
In the description, Jakey provides a bit more context. I was on Digital Space Traveler exploring when a person by the name of Q
They found for many
used her
years.
microphone saying automated static numbers. I managed to get some info out of this person, but it seems like this person would never tell me why or what they're doing on a game where no one goes on anymore. Following this is a transcript of their conversation in which they discuss the Traveler game itself, along with other MMOs like Active Worlds and Worlds.com. There honestly wasn't much to it, but at the end of the day, this does drive home the point that this Q person that Saint's referencing is a real person and is still somewhere out there in this vast...
It's like there's so many people connected to this. Okay, so we went from Saints to Q. Now if we're on Q's, like it seems like these developers had something of their own, and then they started creating into different directions for these like bizarre, creepy games. Like who's Dr. Bruce? Avatar project. Does Avatar have anything to do with the board.com? So virtual chats in 90s. Holy shit.
abyss we call the internet. To find him though, that's a whole different story.
Oh boy, please
Very
go in.
Conveniently, every lead, every Tumblr page, YouTube video, and channel that he was involved with is now dead, and scouring internet archives in hopes of finding any sort of trace as to where they went is nothing short of hopeless.
Jesus Christ.
Who knows though? Perhaps they might see this and come forth with more information.
Hopefully.
That, of course, would be a long shot in the best case scenario, but considering our other dead ends, that's a chance I'm willing to bank on.
Please do. If Saint's gonna answer you, everyone else probably will.
Schnell Online
if they excel, live and living.
And unless the elusive Q ever comes forth with more context, it appears that this eerie game will remain exactly where it's always been. An unfinished concept with obscure nostalgic visuals, all topped off with creepy rumors that'll forever cement its place as one of the more intriguing internet urban legends that I have ever.
This bizarrely reminds me of that game, a developer's dream. If you have ever played this, it is the same concept, but again, a bit more refined about the idea of pressuring someone to come up with ideas for your own, desires, or at least your own satisfaction. Like in this case, though, it goes back. He pressured his friend. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it, so just go and play it if you haven't. It's like the same concept, but in this case, it's like they were just developer friends and they were playing on each other's ideas and making a game separately. Because it seems like they didn't have a strong connection, because he didn't know even most of the people, that regulars on his own servers, sadly. For his own game, Mystery Games Online. Okay, Jesus. Is that Sans? Probably. Ooh, this is a JRPG, RPG Maker. Love it so much. 7.
The footage you're currently viewing
7
is that
PM.
of a video game named Haunting 2, Yuta Onotatari. It's a Japanese RPG Maker game that was created by a Paya and released in mid-2013. The game is a sequel, so it picks up on a story that we aren't exactly acquainted with. To summarize though, the series has to do with, well, hauntings that cause the game's characters' lives to change for the worse. In this second game, we begin at a facility named the Yumizu Occult Research Institute. Allegedly, the researchers that worked here had disappeared, but at the time we begin the game, our main character doesn't know
you
that.
need to fix your localization because none of that was eligible.
Her name is Kiritani Shizune, and she arrives here one night to pick up a few items that she left behind. However, instead of being greeted by the staff of this facility, she encounters a bleak emptiness that sends her life spiraling into a void
Set
of
your
despair.
region to Japan.
What happened to everyone? And where did they go? Well, that's for us to find out. And so Kiritani sets off to find the truth.
Something like a Stanley Parable,
But
seems
of
like.
course, as with any game, it's never quite that easy. You see, after this opening sequence, Kiritani makes her way back home, and things seem pretty ordinary. Until you realize that she brought a fucking demon back.
Oh
home
my
with her.
god. What the fuck is that? That looks like Ione. Says Jesus Christ.
From there, shit begins to hit the fan with her mom becoming possessed, and from what I
Sachiko.
understood when playing it,
What?
even her friends that came into contact
Oh
with
my
her.
god.
It's definitely an interesting game with a solid premise, and the visuals that occurred during these haunting sequences even got me pretty good a few times.
Okay, finally Japanese. Okay.
Unfortunately though, due to a lack of Western interest in it, this series of games have never been localized, merely leaving us to have to translate it as we go. As you might expect, this is less than ideal. But that's besides the point anyway.
Understandable. If the audience is very limited in the English
Yuta
category.
Onotatari 2 has been the subject of rumors.
What?
Allegedly, later in this game, there's a certain glitch that occurs, causing the game to experience a complete failure. Apparently, you have to go through a certain gate in a certain area to trigger it. However, it seems to have absolutely no purpose other than posing as a nuisance. The reason I say that is because when this glitch happens, you're forced to completely close and reopen the game to keep playing.
What is the error message? Oh, desktop date. Of course, the region is on Japanese, so instead of slashes for the location, it shows yen symbols. 1999. Is this maybe it's like an extension of the time? Why? Is because there is like 999,999 is maybe because they didn't set a date, and maybe if you set your time a bit like in the 14, it might work. The year 2014, maybe. Ooh, this is interesting. Because this error is intentional. I can read kanji, but I don't understand it. I can read katakana too. And hiragana. Jesus, okay, that's god, oh my god, okay, this is looking still. Jesus Christ. That's who is that? Is that from a movie, or is that probably it's oh my god, please.
I will say that there are tons of Let's Plays out there about Yuta Onotatari too. And
Okay.
most of them seem to run into this exact same error.
Jesus Christ.
I wanted to see this for myself though. And yeah. It goes without saying that this picture resembles a dead body. And considering how obscure this game is, it left many wondering if this image were real.
Yeah. Is it real? Or
Interestingly, throughout this entire series, in not a single other spot does a game-ending glitch like this ever happen. The only thing that comes remotely close is the game's use of obscure real-world imagery to increase the creep factor.
Yeah.
Like this shot of the closet, and this creepy-ass demon lady in Giritani's dream. This one though, this random corpse-looking image is the only one of its kind, and starkly stands out among the others.
Have I
due to its
seen this
bizarre
somewhere?
revelation.
This image. Okay, listen, I go to Wikipedia and look up murders and stuff all the time, just to give myself a scare like late at night. And then you go to a rabbit hole of just weird shit that people did and like fucked up shit. And then I don't remember anything like this. What is this?
As the Let's Plays
Plumbing.
began to pile up on YouTube, so too did online discussion about this game. One of the earliest instances that gained a bit of traction came from a Redditor named You're Not Real on the r/creepygaming subreddit.
Okay.
At around 4:30 p.m. on the
Decent
24th
karma.
of March 2014, they'd make a post with the title. At first I thought it was part of the game. Attached is an Imager link, and upon heading there, we're able to gain a bit more insight with their experience. I can't seem to progress any further in the game due to this message. Almost seems like an error report. Screen goes black and flashes a white screen for it.
Okay, first of all, again, this is not the right localization. If you're playing any Japanese game, you need to put your region on your PC on the Japanese so you can actually read this, because this is literally
Goes black and flashes
nothing.
a white screen 4 times. This image appears.
Yeah.
Jarring noise plays non-stop. The game stays like this until I click quit. I don't think this is how the game's supposed to end. The comment section, understandably.
Windows
Well,
7 or
fascinating.
Vista.
My theory,
It's 7.
did you get the game illegally or do something to edit the game at all? Because I know that some games implement anti-piracy or hacker deterrent features that are similar
I
to
really
this.
doubt that it's a
It seems too
paid game.
creepy
It's a
to be
free game, man.
unintentional. I think the developer programmed this in to punish hackers and pirates, and maybe there's a glitch that causes it to occur even when playing the game legitimately.
The latter
After
is more of
watching
a
them play through with
possibility.
this error, knowing some of the story behind it is even creepier. I couldn't understand much, but there was a lot of talk about the protagonist's dead mother. That picture looks suspiciously like a female corpse.
Yeah.
Now, considering the other games we've covered, like Hong Kong 97, it's
What the
apparent that real corpses baked within video games are not exactly out of the realm of possibility.
What is Hong Kong 97?
Considering the fact that, in Yuta Onotatari,
That looks
you're
fun.
allegedly supposed
Almost.
to walk through each of these torii in order to trigger it, which I personally think is a relatively specific set of actions, that also doesn't really help its case.
Shit.
I agree with the general sentiment that this image is eerie, and considering that Kiritani's mother does become possessed, I just hope that that image isn't hinting at what's to come by utilizing a real corpse. So let's back up.
Did we find anything though?
Answers about the context of this image. We need to figure out what exactly
we contact the developer again.
Glitch.
Like, just talk.
Analyzing the photos that the OP posted shows us that the text is mostly a jumbled mess. However, a user named Atheus was able to translate a bit of it. There's been an error in reading the event. One frame's processing details have exceeded 999999.
Please
Can't do that operation. Please something the contents of the entry input button.
Frames processing detail have exceeded around one frame. I don't know. Processing detail. That doesn't process it. Can do the operation. Please do to the contents. The entry input button can't read the kanji after. What is supposed to be content was staff. Yes, since it's inside plus quantity. Boy. The entry and input button, maybe there is a line of code that is broken, or maybe doing that procedure, like, because they keep seems like they keep doing that, like redoing and reproducing that exact glitch or error or whatever it is, or if it's intentional, or presumably it's intentional. That entry input button, maybe there is, because usually it says, for example, in line like 52, there is a problem, go fix it, and that's easily doable. But in this case, this is absolutely intentional. Or is it? Or is it? Did they try the trial compatibility mode? Let's continue.
No, this just sounds like a bunch of technical talk that seems pretty standard for a bug. But curiously, if we really look at these pictures, we can observe tons of garbage text that happens when you're running a program in the wrong locale.
Yeah.
Noticing this, others suggested that the OP changed their system language from English to Japanese so the missing characters can populate properly.
You need to actually change the region, not just language.
And after heeding their advice,
please,
they went forth to post the following update. Small update. I changed my system locale to Japan. It didn't seem to fix the bug, but the text seemed to display correctly. Here's the third image with the actual characters. And in response, a Redditor named It's Rain Time was able to give a translation. Reading. Please confirm.
Location date 232, saving the ARM. The data is being damaged. Possibly is please. I didn't get you. So garbled. Oh my god, a system error is occurring. Your face around interior tree is turning and wrapping. Not sure about this one. The pattern input is incorrect. 32333 confirm. Get no. Shizumi, you are bad. Could be evil as well. Dude, this is some Doki Doki literature crap shit. Holy shit, this is some, like, what was it, Pony Island crap.
Location, date.
Oh, brilliant.
No,
I love it.
Severing the arm. The data is being damaged.
Oh, severing the arm. I'm an idiot.
Please stop. You get the idea.
Sorry, English not good.
Now, with this newfound context, it makes it seem that this is much less of a glitch and more of a hidden Easter egg of some sort. Given that this is a horror game that uses realistic imagery elsewhere in this story, I wouldn't be surprised if the developer threw in this fake glitch to freak the player out. But even with this presumption under our belt, that still doesn't answer our questions about the photo. My opinion hasn't exactly changed.
It's
and
brilliant.
Searching that image brings up a whole bunch of nothing.
Easily understandable Japanese.
Who knows? Perhaps Paya dug this up and threw it in the game, not expecting anyone to find it. Maybe they were going to take it out of the game, but just left it. No matter what the reason or motive behind why it's in there though, The image that occurs during this glitch is haunting, and I really hope that it isn't what I think it is.
Yeah, me too, bro. Because if it's GL, what? Where is it from? We'll be back. We'll be right back. You're watching VHS. A person once said, in every work of art, the artists themselves are present. See more custom. But what if the art is disturbing, bizarre, or strange? Let's see. What? Nexpo. Even better if it's strange or creepy or disturbing. It's even better. Anything goes. The museum, anything goes. What is this? What the fuck? Is that... Okay, that's... I assume that's... Is that Santa de Mayo? Or is that Easter? In Mexico? The fuck? Oh no. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Okay, that's what is that? That's just ridiculous.
Welcome to the Museum of Anything Goes.
I love that.
A 1995 MS-DOS game created by Michael Markowski and Maxwell Robertson. The game's the epitome of the creepy, surreal 90s edutainment game, in the same vein of Super Solvers and Roly-Poly's no Nanakorobi Yoki.
Oh,
I briefly mentioned it back in the Drown God video, and you all seem to take great interest in it, so I found it fitting to talk about. Not only because of that, but because it became somewhat of an urban legend itself just a few years ago.
a creator thrives in turmoil.
The premise of the game is simple, but at the same time incredibly complex. By calling itself the Museum of Anything Goes, that notion is taken into overdrive as we experience uncanniness and unexplainable peculiarity around every corner.
Okay. The fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
The basic premise involves the idea that you're dropped off in front of a strange museum and are given no context or storyline as to why. The back of the game box is incredibly vague too, stating that you're at a museum unlike any you've ever seen. There are no guards, no rules, no limits. Become a part of the imagery and experience the thrill of this unbelievable interactive museum.
Okay. What?
To be honest, I don't exactly think there's any sort of end goal with the Museum of Anything Goes. It seems to be
But
one
someone
of
on
the
a
many choose your own
motorbike, what
adventure
is
games
that?
were made. And because of that, it's got a pretty substantial replay value. You can quite literally just explore to your heart's content, traversing the liminal hallways and interacting with whatever piques your interest.
I don't know. Oh god. Oh god.
4, 3, 2. Pop goes the
Is it Back to Future? What is that? It reminds me of
There's
that.
something special about this game, and I feel
Yeah.
like it's all unintentional. Everything is rigid, out of place, and painstakingly dead. Sure, there are people in these rooms, but I have strangely never felt more alone. I can't really explain it, and I think that's what makes this game so unintentionally haunting.
It's just weird, man.
It's a product of the 90s, and it damn sure shows. But while I could talk about this game all day, we're actually here for something specific.
What?
An eerie little mystery that was birthed from someone that you just might have heard of.
Who? Saint Q.
The Museum of Anything Goes.
Is this?
And this is some hot garbage for you
Oh.
here on this Sunday. On this
Oh, is
Sunday
this that
stream.
YouTuber?
You're gonna love it. I'm running it in a virtual
That Rage dude.
OS. So for your pleasure.
Rage
pleasure.
Play or
For your
something?
pleasure.
This is Vinny Bites Us, a video game streamer that's been active for the better part of the past decade.
Okay, never
Back
mind.
in 2016, he created a mini-series where he played through various 1990s entertainment games, and they all gathered a pretty substantial amount of views. The Museum of Anything Goes episode, though, stood out among the others, not just because of the
Just
game
a
itself,
burial.
but because within it, he encountered something disturbing.
What?
Deprived me of my emotions.
What?
Whatever you do, don't
Okay, but
click the
what?
grave. You'll be sorry. What, a spooky skeleton? Oh my god, that's a dead body. Get me out. The fuck is this shit?
On this stream, in front of thousands of viewers, the game presented what he thought to be a dead body. That belief to him was so strong that his stream archive from that night is still censored to this very day.
Is that illegal? Is that illegal to show a dead body in a video game that literally tells you there is disturbing imagery and like shit like that? If that dead body is like public, have public licensing or something, how I don't even know how dead bodies work. Like if the family or I have no idea. What is that? Is that illegal or is that just morally fucked to show a dead body in a video game? I
So
doubt that
what
you can
happened
show it
then?
in YouTube even. This would
Within
be
the
educational
Museum of
stuff.
Anything Goes, there's a section
Like
where you
biopsies
can
and shit.
interact with this specific painting that looks like it's meant to represent a portal to
Autopsies.
heaven. The game asks you to click a button if you want to see someone fall out of the sky, and if you do, you observe the following.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome.
The game then guilts you. Now look what you've done. You must now attend his funeral. But
No.
first, you must dig a grave. And the scenes that follow involve us doing exactly that.
Are you serious?
Interestingly,
It's a
when this
loader.
casket's in the ground, the game warns us. Whatever you do, don't click on the grave. You'll be sorry. Now,
Okay.
I don't know about you, but to me, it seems to be setting up the idea that within this coffin is a human being. The one we had fall out of the sky. With this notion in mind, I don't fault anyone for believing that the next scene is indeed a dead body.
But is it? Oh. Oh, that is that? Is that? That's like, that's a deer or something.
Alright, let's
The
dissect
carcass of a
this.
deer because I saw a hoof.
Before us appears to be a butcher. To their left looks like an incinerator, and in the foreground is a trash can. In this scene, he proceeds to pick this object up and place it in that machine,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you're picking up where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
I'm really
Just
thinking
remains
that's a
of
pig
it.
carcass and
Mm.
not a human corpse like Vinny initially thought. At a certain point in this video, we're able to freeze on a frame that shows its lower abdomen and rear legs, and it heavily resembles exactly that. This, of course, is just a theory, since it's pretty much impossible to track this 26-year-old source video down, but I think it makes the most sense.
True. True.
Now, while that's the case,
It's
I
definitely
once
an
again
animal.
don't fault anyone for believing it to be a dead body in the first place. Believing it to
Okay.
be a dead
You-
body
you-
in the first place.
Okay, let me show you again.
Sense. Now, while that's the case, I once again don't fault.
Look at this. Do you see this? Let's go to hall. Do you see this? This is definitely a hoof, right? Look at it. It's black. It has two lines around here and it goes right here. Now it's a bit black on black, so it's probably not as visible, but it's definitely a hoof for sure. I'm just saying, like, let's continue.
anyone for believing it to be a dead body in the first place. The game seemed to do everything it possibly could to set up the premise that what you're seeing is a human corpse. However, if you take a step back and really look at it, you'll realize that it's nothing more but an early age jump scare.
Yeah.
Do I think it's in bad taste? Yeah, a little bit. And this
The
game
fact that
toys with
it's
the
faulting
idea of
you is a
death
problem.
In other areas too.
What the fuck? What is that? That skeleton is just ruining it for me because it's so bad. It's just
All
funny.
in all, this game is still incredibly eerie.
It is eerie.
Blending
If I
fiction
play
with
that,
reality, implementing incredibly rigid animation and voiceovers, and having this strange ambience throughout your entire adventure effectively solidifies this experience as one that'll stick with you.
yeah,
The lingering sentiment you get when playing this is uneasiness.
huh.
Pressing through the abstract nonsense that's thrown at you around every corner really makes this game stay true to its name. This museum is haunting. It's uncanny. And it's a place where, as we've seen, anything
Anything.
goes.
Shit. I mean, I assume it's connected to the internet. That's why people get like random clips.
Mysteries in online video games. A newfound fascination of mine, and what seems like a fitting progression of the console conspiracy series. Tonight, we just dove into 3 gaming mysteries that have recently intrigued me. I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you have any other obscure video game oddities like the ones we've discussed tonight,
My
feel
favorite's
free to
gonna
shoot
be
me
the
an email
first
at
one.
nightmareexpo@gmail.com.
It's so intriguing.
I absolutely love this stuff, and I'm highly interested in making more content like this.
Me too, man.
And who knows? Maybe we can turn this into a mini-series.
Oh, please do.
Let me know what you thought. Your feedback helps me immensely. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for watching.
Minecraft
soon.
art, love it.
I love you all. And good night.
That's awesome. I love it. And okay, listen, guys. If you enjoy these reactions, please suggest more of these like creepy videos too. I really enjoy this stuff. I'm probably going to check out more of Nexpo, just like older videos. Probably more about real stuff events, because we've seen the volumes to some degree. We've seen the Chronicles of Reddit that he did, and I want to check out more of his, like, because it seems like he did another game that I didn't check out yet. These games are, the more obscure they are and the more like eerie they are, creepy, it's just so good. It's just so amazing. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and for now, have a nice day. Goodbye, everyone.